Just stopping on me. I don't know why.
So I'll talk about the changes to the actual profile of the ride here, and then we'll go back and I'll show you some of the other changes. Just point out some areas here. If you look right here, you can actually see the ledgers, which is the big steel wood going beneath the bottom, has raised way up. If you look at these right here, if you look down about 7 feet, you can actually see the bullet holes that are there. And the reason why we've actually changed that whole profile is we have, if you're familiar with roller coasters, have a braking system in the middle of them. They call them block systems. We actually eliminated up at the top corner up there where we're flattened out. We've taken the brakes out on the ride. So what you will have now is a ride that as soon as you come off the top, it'll just be pure ride, speed, no braking until you get back into the station. If you've been to Ghostrider up north, it's the same thing. You get on and you just go. And that was part of why we eliminated that.
No brakes at all?
No, it's none.
Take it to the end.
Yeah.
No brake run.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no brake run.
I'm scared.
How it should be.
How about no thank you? No. A little bit brake.
Another change when we're talking about braking that we're doing is the stop's going to be smooth. We are switching over to magnetic braking on this. So the fact that it'll just come in and gradually stop, and then obviously you have your hold brakes inside the station and prior to getting into the station. We are changing trains. We're going with the GCIs doing the work on this. We're going with the Millennium Flyers trains, so same as what Ghostrider has. If you don't know the difference between what we had, which was the PTCs, those actually had, each car had 2 axles. This one just has the 2 on the front and then a trailer, just like a typical coaster would have. So you end up with a much smoother ride. Besides the banking changes that we've done, the profiling, as you can see, it's raised up, and you'll notice that it's gradually coming up and gradually going down, and that's to give you more airtime. You aren't seeing it here because of the fact you're coming up over a ridge and then going into a bank turn, but on the back side over here, we have more airtime that we should be getting out of the ride. So we don't have everybody with the trying to put the fingers underneath or their hand underneath to keep the restraint loose. It's going to give it to you already. You can also see when you get out to the far side of Beach Boulevard, you look up there, you can see the actual banking on the left has changed dramatically. Before, when you stood here, you would not be able to see where the track was. Now you can actually see the tracks on an angle there. So we have gone through, reprofiled the whole ride, raised and lowered as we needed to, and added the tundra. You can see here on the side what an angle that was, and that was basically sitting almost flat before. So those are the major changes we've done. We'll go back this way, and I can show you some of the other stuff that you normally wouldn't do. Trains, which we're also changing chains. We're changing sprockets on our whole lift system. As you can see, Mike's actually working on that right now. I'll let you go ahead and step inside here, and I'll show you where you guys can actually go. I'm going to go right this way.
That might be to the hand.
He does. This right here, you're wondering what the heck, why is it low, why is it high? This is actually where we put trains at night. We will actually leave one in the station, and we will also leave them here. As you can see, he's standing right underneath, and that allows us to do the underside inspections every day through here, and then they can do the top side on here. I mentioned the fact that we run 2 trains only. We will actually have 3 trains. The 3rd train is usually in the shop under rehab. However, when they get to the point where they're ready to start testing it, this bay actually can hold the 2 trains in there. You have the one in the station. So they'll actually leave a rebuilt train in here that isn't being done. We'll cycle it in the morning time, get its cycles on before we actually open it to the public. So this bay goes all the way down, and it goes to basically this goes all the way down past some doors, and there's a transfer table or track at the actual bottom of the lift. So that's actually what would come over, and then the train comes up right in here. So they drop it out of the station all the way through gravity and into here for their inspection bay and also storage. So feel free to take any pictures. You want to add anything that I missed?
No, you got it.
All right.
You got it all.
Do you know what's happening to the old trains?
Yes, the old trains went to Valley Fair,
Okay.
and they're adapting them to their